Summer. We have typically been conditioned to associate summer with an effortless sort of ease and freedom. It is the season to be out, to live our days to the fullest, and to collect many pleasant memories. My summers for the past decade have been lackluster. Nothing memorable, and even worse, highly mundane, sort of robotic. Until this summer. This summer unexpectedly and inevitably changed my life, and I can only recognize this in this vlog's reflection. This summer felt metamorphically transformative, and the best part is that the alchemy was gradually stacking up in the daily, unbeknownst to me, until I looked back on the collective weeks and months. And for that, I am the luckiest person I know. Let's get into it. Okay, I'm just doing a little outfit video and pictures because I feel like it. I am in San Fran for a few days for professional reasons that I'm not going to get into because I like to keep that shit pretty separate. But you can see my hotel room in the background. Cute stuff. And this is my little view. I don't know why, but this is supposed to be a lit area, but it's been completely closed for the last few days. But this is my fit right now and I'm really liking it. My dress is Reformation, if I can keep still. I have a zit here that I popped and it's been scabbing, and I popped it because I knew I was coming here and I was like, I should know better, and I do know better, but I didn't do better, so I popped it. It's been scabbing. It's a whole thing, so it's dried out, it's crusty, but we're just gonna roll with it because you know what, the lip gloss I feel like distracts and does all the talking, or maybe it brings more attention, I don't know. But this is my favorite goddamn lip gloss. I've been using it since I was like 26 or 27 and nothing has come close, not even Fenty. This is Buxom Dolly. Love it. This is probably the only lip gloss that I've actually finished multiple times, and I cannot be without it because nothing hits the way this lip gloss does. It's also super hydrating and my lips are extremely dry, and it fills out the lines when I apply it, which is crazy. Let me plop you on so I can show you my dress. Let me get this out of the way too. So this is my little dress. Like I said, it's from Reformation. It's super cute. And let me show the heels that I brought here. They're so perfect for walking. They're little kitten heels from Target, believe it or not. I got it a year ago. They look way more expensive than they were. My hair looks like this because I slept with a braid. My hair's been shedding so much, so I've been putting it in braids, but because my hair is so straight, when I take it out in the morning, it leaves like this weird like half wave, half straight kind of vibe, but we're gonna just rock with it. But cute. Let me move further back. Adorbs. So I brought a few little outfits in case I went out. I'm gonna be pretty honest, I've been pretty tired after coming back home just because of the jet lag and very early mornings. So even today, like, you know what, I'm gonna take it easy. We have a terrace here which I have not explored, but maybe later tonight. But I have not ventured out because, to be quite frank, I don't necessarily feel comfortable going to downtown alone. And then locally, you do need a car for many things. Not all things, but many things. So kind of been just like lazy, low energy, which is fine, but still brought outfits. So I'm still hoping to get out like in a few days. I was very ambitious and I thought I would go out every day, which is not happening, but yeah. One thing about getting like dressed to even just take pictures with nowhere to go is the moment I get started, I can't stop, because now I wanna, I brought like 2 dresses that I haven't worn before on this trip, and one of them is this is from ASOS and it's stunning. I have to show you. So this is very much like a 90s type of dress, which is what I was going for. This pink, like, very easily can look bobby, if you know you know, but it looks gorgeous. I obviously only brought 1 pair of heels, so that's what I'm wearing it with, but it still works. Normally I would wear it with like pink like kitten heels and a lot more bangles, but this is beautiful. So it's a tie-up strap situation. The dress is ASOS, I think I mentioned that. Asymmetrical line with like some ruffles, loud floral pattern, and this is the back. And I just think this is so comfortable, first of all, so that's already a win. It looks, listen, I'm really into the 90s vibe, so like this is so up my alley, and I got this for I think like $12 on sale, maybe like 15, I don't remember, but it was like an insane price, and I wasn't sure how it's gonna look, but I think this might be one of my favorite dresses that I own. It is gorgeous, and what I love more about it is, where can I find something like this? Nowhere. Like, do you know what I mean? If the chances of someone else wearing something similar are kind of lower, at least in Canada, I feel like it looks unique. It looks gorgeous. I love it. Very pleased with it, partially because it's comfortable, partially because it's 90s, and finally because I feel like this is very hard to replicate as easily. So we're out here for the main event. Today's Saturday and we have like a weekend activity with my colleagues. It's gonna be super lit. Again, not gonna talk too much about it, but just know it's gonna be lit. But I want to show a quick little OOTD because this outfit's very me, but I managed to make it a little bit more professional. I'll show you. Hold on, how can I lift you guys up? Whatever, this is somehow gonna have to do. So this is my outfit, okay? The base is very me. I don't know if you can see my luggage, but we're packing because I gotta run out in 20 minutes. Levi's, basic tank top, belt, running shoes. But wait for it because I'm gonna show you the main thing, which is this baby right here. It's like a little cow print jacket, and I feel like I'm not comfortable wearing just a tank top with coworkers. It's just not me, like I can't do it. So this will be perfect, and it's gonna be like an outdoor thing. So the weather has been a little bit intense and moody, so this is also functional. But let me just show you. Ooh. How fucking cute is this? So cute that my camera went out of focus. But this is the little fit. Probably gonna do a few more videos where I'm not talking because I gotta run out, and then pictures, and then gotta go. But I'll be back and talk about how everything went when I am back. The lighting is so much better here. I don't know why I didn't just film in here, but because it's messy, that's why. And there's a toilet. But this is the little outfit. Cute, cute. Hold on, let me pull off it here. Okay, I didn't show the best part, which was my sunnies, which I literally lugged over, so we're gonna show that. But these are my new Tom Ford sunnies. I really want my full outfit to be okay, anyways, but just to show you guys. So how fucking chic is this? It's adorable. I feel like the main character in my own life, which I am, but like, you know what I mean? This really just love it. So cute. I'm not doing anything.
That's so cool and creepy. That's actually
So we're at the Royal Sonesta for
just a Friday night to hang out, relax.
your birthday, and then we're gonna go
Oh, is
get
that what we're here for?
Then we're gonna get some fine dining that has vegan options too. First Toronto summer night. Actually, this is probably my first Toronto night in the year too.
Technically,
It's actually my first Toronto night of the year.
actually not even summer yet. But
No, it is summer. It's officially summer today.
June 21st. Tomorrow.
Oh. Okay,
Tomorrow.
we're pre-celebrating.
So we're actually gonna be in Toronto for midnight or downtown.
So it's Gemini season, also beginning of summer.
Amazing. Incredible. That's sick.
So this is circa 2002. Kuch Kuch Hota Hai from Rani Mukherjee's closet. Hold on. For the full effect. So this is obviously dressed with a little shawl. Scandinavian scarf, as people are calling it nowadays. And yeah, so Kuch Kuch Hota Hai vibes. Okay, back at the hotel just for a few minutes to change because that dress was getting a little bit uncomfortable and because we need to bring the leftovers back home. Funny story, felt like an imposter at that restaurant, so you know, decided to tip a little bit more than necessary because I needed to prove that I belonged there, which is so stupid and I hate that psychological aspect. But anyways, it's done. But this is my outfit. Hold on. So, very comfy. It looks like a dress, but it's not. This is very much giving that Gucci dress, if you know, you know. But it's a top. The top is from Aritzia. I think my hanger straps are sticking out. But anyways, top is Aritzia, very comfy, flowy. You can wear it to work with a blazer, obviously. And the skirt is Zara, and shoes are Mango. Very comfortable to walk in, so perfect for bar hopping. And then, no statement earrings. Who am I? But I got these rings going on to just jazz it up a bit, and no statement bracelets either. I don't know what's going on. Are we gonna go for drinks or watch Love Island?
Probably watch Love Island. I'll be down to get like a wine bottle and we can just drink
we
in,
can do
in
that.
our privacy. But
Yeah, let's do that.
man, honestly, everything. Is this all water?
I might get iced coffee. This pistachio ice cream is better than the dinner. Yeah.
Absolutely.
There we go. Oh, this is better lighting. Do you like my French break?
I do. I'm trying to look up Rogers Internet just to see what they offer your address, and I still haven't been able to load it.
Let's do a quick little video. It's been a long time and I'll upload more videos from my phone because I'm running really late, but I'm going to my friend's murder mystery birthday party and my name is Brett Botox. I am a Hollywood actor with an action movie coming out, so this is my little fit. I really do love it, but I'll insert proper pictures and videos from my phone because a girl is running late, but I just wanted to pick up my camera and kind of like talk to it just for a quick 30 seconds because I do miss it and I have a lot of footage to compile, but you'll be seeing that. So yeah. Does that say love?
That's crazy. TV in the fucking...
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I love it.
What about that privacy? What is privacy?
Like maybe, or is it tinted? So this has heated floors, okay? My future bathroom very soon is gonna look just like this. I'm calling it. So if you forget your toothbrush, it's right there. They have a hairband, shower cap, loofah, comb. I do need a comb, so I'm gonna be taking that home. And then I've never seen this. There's a TV in the mirror. And then the curtains open automatically. And then this is the bathtub. Insane. My fit though? Yep. I wonder what this is for.
Can't tell what the privacy thing does.
I wonder if the windows are like they can't see from
No,
outside.
just look from the other side. I can see.
Oh. This is the fit of the night. I want to try the Black Mist diffusion. Let's see how this looks. Does look vintage. Guess I need more light for it to fully have impact. Oh, that looks cool. It's like this hazy. Pop it, pop it. Ah! Yay! Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers! Cheers! Here in the hotel for the next 2 days. We have event number 1 today and 2 events tomorrow. Today is the PT/Garba and we're all getting ready / already ready. I went for a very simple sari, just the way I like it, but then jazzed it up with these contrasting accessories that are like this to my face. I really love these bangles. I'm shook. Last day, my sister, our little fit, a mess, but my hair could have been better, but I had no time. Like my jewelry set with this. Okay, I'll insert better videos. Okay, bye. Thank you. I've had it for like literally. Final event. Thank you. Final event. I'm really winging using this Osmo Pocket. I need to figure out. That's like the first order of business as soon as I get home. But reception, sorry. Obviously, I will be inserting better clips because I have my regular vlogging camera plus my phone, which I have been using more regularly because it just feels awkward to chuck this out in front of people. But we're ready for the first time on time and actually slightly early. But I don't know if this is gonna blow me out, but Just got back from the heat wave outside.
Yeah, it is hot. It was shit outside, honestly.
Let me put you guys on the fridge. Bam. Look at that.
Wow. Sup?
My outfit is very cute. This home is lived in. It's a little hummingbird with the most gorgeous jewel toned colors. Setting up Silverbeard.
It's Greybeard.
Oh, sorry, Greybeard.
Can you hold this?
Yeah.
Sorry, just hold it there. That's fine.
Yeah. The instructions to just put on the lanyard are very complicated.
Okay.
So I got an engineer working on it. Susai, my favorite artiste, modern day. Pretty chill, birthday vibes. No makeup.
Are you happy that we went and saw Superman?
Are you?
Yeah, of course. I just want you to be happy because I know you kept saying you wanted to watch it already.
I think it was cute.
And we both wanted to watch it together.
Yeah, it was a cute movie.
Yeah,
Superman review.
I enjoyed it. It was different, right?
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the last one too, like with
I never watched the last one. Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill, because it was a lot more serious, a lot more trying to like be realistic. Well, not so much realistic, but a lot more like real and grittier.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. I think the music was better in the first one, or not the first one, the Henry Cavill one. But this one was good too, where it was a lot more like they played into like we're not trying to be realistic, but we're gonna follow more of the comic book.
Lex Luthor looked like Andrew Tate. I don't know if that was.
But Lex Luthor actually is bald, and I would say not. He didn't look like him, but I feel like his mannerisms. They did copy some of
from Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I mean Lex Luthor is supposed to be a bald, white, evil guy, right?
Yeah.
And rich. But I'll say that his manners and the way he was talking, like the actor was talking, it did like when he was shouting and he was upset, it did kind of like. And when you said that, I was like, oh yeah. I started looking for it. There's a lot of lightning going on here.
Let's flip this around.
The sky is lighting up. Ooh, you get that one?
Yeah, I've been recording, trying to get the lightning for a bit.
Yeah, it's like the entire sky is like.
Where do you go?
I started thinking about.
Oh, no, it's okay. I was probably boring you about my broken refrigerator.
It's obviously been a minute and I want to get more into my YouTube, but basically today all I'm doing is just recording some videos. I have some things from H&M that I really want to try on, and I'm gonna film probably a TikTok showing those items and also seeing what's worth keeping or not. I did a little behind the scenes of what the setup looks like. The setup is a little bit ghetto, but we're gonna figure it out, okay? We're gonna figure it out together. And yeah, so today's plan is also to do a little favorites video, and I want to talk about the Osmo Pocket and some accessories that I've tried. Well, one accessory that I've tried that I do want to review because I could find 0 videos of it on the TikTokers, and I think it's an important review to post in case someone is looking to buy this accessory. But yeah, so all the random videos I've shot will be on my TikTokers, and this is it's officially the last weekend of August, which is crazy. Leo season is officially done, and I just want to now getting back into the groove of this, which is obviously something that I enjoy. But this is the setup, which you would have seen in my behind the scenes little video. So yeah, we're gonna take it from here. I want to start making content on my TikTok that's not just obviously fashion, because listen, a cute outfit isn't the only thing. I want to provide more value. So we're gonna try to attempt some skincare videos. I want to start doing favorites videos and all that stuff, because listen, as a brown girly, I know there's a lot of content out there, but there's still a lot of stuff we got to figure out on our own, and I just want to talk about my journey with it. So I hope you'll stick around. Also, this is the first time I'm using the Osmo Pocket. I've named my Osmo Pocket Baby Sauron, like Eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings, because the little gimbal is giving a baby Sauron, okay? But this is the first time really utilizing the Osmo Pocket, and it's really sick. I want to get into vlogging just because of this camera. It's so cute, compact, and just easy to fire up. And I am going to be shooting auto on it. I know it shoots D-Log, but the whole point, I think, of the Pocket is to make things convenient. And listen, editing stuff is not convenient after recording and compiling the clips and then having to edit the coloring on top of that. But anyways, okay, I guess hair's coming out. Just washed my hair today too, so really feeling fresh and cute. But I still have a few more videos I want to shoot. I want to do a talk through video, and I want to talk about some tech gadgets as well. So let's see if we can get that done tonight. But for now, what I gotta do is clean up all of this. So that's what I'm gonna be doing probably for the next hour. And then once that is done, I can get on with the rest of the schedule. So we are all comfy now, and I'm gonna be cleaning this up like I said. So let's do this. We're going to be doing a little sit down of reflections video, because this is my first official vlog at the end of summer. It's literally the last weekend of August, and this summer has been a very transformative, and I just kind of want to sit down and talk about it. I want to talk about why this summer was so meaningful outside of just the tangible things. So that's what we're gonna do, and it's been a summer of not just transformation but also self-discovery, and I want to say just kind of being forced to be outside of who I thought I was and actually discovering more facets of myself. So let's do this. Basically, June ended up being unintentionally chaotic in the best way possible. I achieved some milestones within my career that I never thought possible, and I'm not going to get into that just because I want to keep that part of my life obviously very separate from this part of my life. But it's just, I still need to journal about it and really sit down and reflect, and this is the first time I'm doing it, and it's with you guys. But June was just very special because I felt like I really got to, hold on, let me grab this pillow for emotional support, because I just feel like I really got to unintentionally, I mean, I can't even say unintentionally because there is some intention behind it, but I got to live out my dreams. Honestly, as bold as that sounds, I really did get to live out my dreams, and I got to experience a career milestone that I never thought would be within my reach. And now that I'm talking about it, it is a very humbling experience. It was very special. I got to share it with someone who is also very special to me in terms of a colleague, and it just felt like a career highlight because this specific situation was on my vision board when I was in my mid 20s, lost as hell in a job that I absolutely hated. Like, this job was so toxic. It taught me the most. It taught me how to be a feminist. It taught me how to fight for what I want and to have this relentless belief in myself. But it was a toxic ass job. But that I remember being at that job, basically confused about how I was gonna make it. I don't think I've made it into the level I want to make it yet, but I'm putting this certain something on my vision board, okay? And I'm an elder millennial, so this was in my mid 20s. So we're talking many, many years ago. And the way that life has played out over the last few years, it hasn't been linear. I have pivoted, I have failed, I have fallen straight on my ass, but with God's grace and also this relentless belief in myself and also luck. Honestly, we got to give luck credit because all of what I experienced isn't self-induced. A lot of it was literally just plain old luck, and I do consider myself very lucky and very blessed to have reached that milestone. And I know this is probably sounding like not much because I'm not going into details. Obviously, for professional reasons and security reasons, it's not something I'm going to be doing, but it was just a very special moment. So June was unexpectedly special on that front, and then it also became special for my family and I because we also decided to move, and this was very unexpected, and I'm just really happy for my family because my parents are now in a place where I feel like the vibrations are just better. And I know it sounds like a lot of like nonsense, but truly the vibrations are better. It's a lot more positive energy, and it's just a lot more calm as well. So June got eaten up with kind of professional personal stuff all at once in the most chaotic, magical, like snowball effect, and I'm so grateful for June. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna insert any pictures, but just know that it really, it's humbling, like in terms of like I feel so grateful to have experienced what I've experienced. July was also unexpectedly crazy. So July is when my aunt and uncle decided to visit us from India, and this is my favorite aunt. And like ever since I was a little girl, I have looked up to this lady. It's my dad's sister, and we live in Canada. We don't have much family here. We have like one extended relative that we're not really close to. So I've spent my youth and my adult formative years away from family, apart from when I would go to India, but again, that would be very short lived. Having them here meant so much, and again, that is, I think, also transformative because it showed me how different life is when you have an extended family that you love, that loves you back, and that just means so much to you. What it means to have them around you, and how that could also catapult your growth and just who like push the limits of like who you thought you were versus who you actually are. So I want to talk about that properly because I'm very blessed to have the love of my parents, unconditional love, truly like a love that like will shatter like glass. Like that's how potent it is. I know that. But to have also extended family here who meant so much, and they just brought so much positive energy, it really did change me. It's changed me for the better, and I know it's changed the trajectory of my life. So my aunt, I am Gujarati, so I call her my foy. It's my dad's sister, my dad's younger sister, and it's my dad's younger sister, and she is the coolest, most bomb, fashionable, beautiful lady you'll ever see. Okay, like she looks like your own care if you know Bollywood actresses. So her and my uncle came down, and we spent every day obviously together. In between, they went to the West Coast, but
it was just a beautiful experience. We obviously did the touristy things, but my favorite part was definitely just waking up to so much love, genuinely so much love, and going to bed with so much love. Like, we would stay up late every day talking for hours, and I was still working, okay? So, like, when I say July was hectic, July was hectic. It pushed me, like, physically, and I was working out regularly. So, it was a lot. It was exhausting, but a good kind of exhausting. And having them here and also having them present when my parents were also going through a big milestone in terms of them moving, it just felt really special. And having to be so active with people you like and also learn so much from the elders was just really meaningful. Through talking to them and spending every day with them, I really got to see and take on some of their wisdom, which is like society and the feeling of community does come at a cost of annoyance or just accepting some shitty truths about life. They're very social people and very family oriented. Like, when I tell you they show up for people, they truly show up. They show up and they show out in the most positive way. And it's an inspiration because it really teaches me how I want to be when I grow up, as I'm already grown up, but like how I want to carry myself and the kind of person I want to be within a community. I'm someone who I think has told myself I'm a lone wolf and I like my space, blah blah, but I'm learning that's not really true. I actually like to be around community. I do want to be a part of a community. I want to show up for people, and I want people to be a part of like my life as well. I don't want to be as independent as I thought I was. And it was just, even like in the mornings, like, this is such a it's gonna sound like a random story, but like, I get very nauseous when I drink milk or when I wake up and I feel overheated. Woke up in the morning, started literally getting nauseous. My aunt immediately looked at me, my foyer direct immediately looked at me, and she's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what? And she's like, we're calling the doctor right now, that must be a vitamin D deficiency. Like, she was on it, and I was like, I feel so loved because I've been, this is something like, the nausea has been a part of my life to the point where like no one's really like acted that way when they noticed it the first time. So there was that. And then she's really into fashion, so like, I did her hair, we did a blowout on her, and it's just, it was such a nice experience. We went shopping, we talked about the different things we liked, and then I got to take, like, my fuwa gave me some business lessons in terms of like what to look out for and how to make your money work for you and what to invest in. And then we also, like, seeing how active they are just professionally as well as socially is just a straight up inspiration. Like, the way they are involved with their families and friends, and how, like, despite some of the limitations, how curious they stay about the world and how much they want to travel, see sights, and spend time with family is just kind of how, what I want to also be able to emulate, have the privilege of emulating. And towards the end of July, by chance, they happened to be here for a personal milestone, and that was also very sweet. Like, my boy was so excited for me, and like, at one, like, she decorated the house. Basically, I got engaged. Okay, I don't know why I'm trying to play coy around it, but she was so excited. She literally cooked so much food for my fiance's family, and they called them over. This would not have happened if she wasn't here. And seeing her be so into her customs and the happiness and the positivity is just, it like literally instilled life within me. As crazy as that sounds. So she her and my mom went out to get ingredients, called my fiance's family over. Before they came over, I was actually working. When I came down, she was on, like, she was sitting down in the, like, the foyer and just putting out petals. I'm like, what are you doing? Get up. And she just ignored me, and she continued putting out like fresh flower petals, like rose petals, and lit diyas, like real diyas, for them to walk into. And if you had told me the surface level, I would have said, I don't want it. I don't want it. That's so corny. I don't want it. It's too much. Why are we being so extra? Okay. But having experienced it where I had no choice was so, I'm like, I love this. And I've never had the chance to know that I love some of these customs, that I love spending time with community, that I love spending time with like family I respect. That being the formative fine print. Family I respect. I respect the shit out of my boy, okay? I didn't know I liked this because I've never had this. So like the little snippet I got of it was so sweet. So in that, like, genuinely, when I saw that, I felt so loved, and it really just showed me a part of me that I didn't even know existed, that I actually love these Indian customs. I love all of this corniness. I love having my family be a part of something so major. And it was just such a beautiful moment. And then my fiance came, and even he was like, he's never had someone do this for him, and it felt so special to him. His parents came, and then later that night, obviously, we got engaged. But even that felt so special because the next morning we came back, and that's when my Foy and Fua were flying out. And like when we came back, it's a memory I never want to forget, and I don't think I ever will forget. But I walked in and she was so happy for me. I was so happy to see her. Like, we hugged. When I tell you I have looked up to this lady since I was a little girl, she is the reason I am into fashion. She is the reason I went out and my first nail polish color that I ever bought was electric blue, because this lady used to have electric blue nails when I was a kid, and I'm like, that's badass. But she was so happy to see me. I was so happy to see her. We literally just embraced, and we stayed embraced for a while, and it was so special. And she gave me her blessings. She gave my fiance her blessings as well, which means the world to me. The blessings of elders I respect means the goddamn world, and I feel so lucky to have it. And she was so happy for me. And then she gave me, like, like, she was just giving me advice on how to be, like, in terms of like how to, she was just like, preserve this relationship. She is a huge fan of my fiance, which I love, and it means a lot to me. It really does. It makes it even more special to me. And she was like, preserve this relationship, kind of like, contain your anger, because I can have anger issues. And she was giving me advice on how to, like, kind of connect my family, like my parents with his parents and all that stuff. And I showed her the ring, and she was like, she was so happy to see the ring. She's like, oh my god, and she kissed my ring. And I love that. Like, this ring is not only special because my fiance made it, but it's also the ring that my Foy is so happy about, and she kissed. And it's such a meaningful thing. And it's just, it could not have been more perfect. And I was telling her, I'm like, I can't believe by chance, because my fiance was actually going to propose in June, and then random things happened. It ended up being this weekend, and then my mom accidentally gave him the wrong dates, because he wanted me to spend as much time with my foreign Fuwa, so he was going to do it after, but they ended up being here, which was the best thing ever. So I was telling her, I'm like, if there's one person I would have wanted for all of this, it's you. So I'm like, I'm so grateful that we can have this and we are sharing this moment. And she's like, it's one of those things in life where if you want something deeply, it will happen. Like, God's listening. And it just, that moment, that whole, everything about all of that felt so special. And I'm just so grateful that I had the privilege of sharing it with the elders I respect. So that was July, and now let's get into August, because August was also crazy, okay? Back to back, I'm telling you. So I'm not used to having such an active summer, but I feel very lucky to have had such an active summer. So that happened, and then in August, right after, literally 2-3 days after, my family and I drove down to New Jersey for my cousin's wedding, and this is my dad's cousin's daughters, and my dad's cousin, so my uncle. He's such a cool, again, active social guy, an inspiration for kind of how I want to be when I'm older. He's just so involved with family, and he really shows up. And it's not to say that things have always gone well with the people he's shown up for, not necessarily, but he still shows up. And I really do, now that I've seen it firsthand, I really do respect it. And like I said, it's something I do want to emulate. I spent so much of my life being closed off and what I thought was protecting myself, and it's not a way to live, and it's not who I am. And that's what I've learned this summer. It's genuinely not who I am. So I want to open myself up again, and that's one of the reasons why I'm picking this channel back up, and this is the most vulnerably I think I've talked. But I want to open myself up, and if that means I embarrass myself, whatever, it is what it is, right? So that wedding was also really beautiful, really nice, and it was really good to see some family members. I got to see my dad's brother, who actually flew in from India because his two kids are in the States now, and it also showed me that I don't want to hold grudges. I will hold grudges where it's something that morally is against what I stand for. But there's some grudges I was holding within my family where I had burnt the bridge because I was in my mid to late 20s and I thought I knew what was right and wrong, and like if the world isn't on the right side, then I don't need to associate with it. But the last few years I've kind of come to understand and be a part of like the complexity and nuance of human nature. Anyways, so it also allowed me the opportunity to try to rebuild a burnt bridge, extend my hand, and I did extend my hand to some like a family member where I didn't need to react the way that I did. I was very self-righteous in my opinion, and it's just I want to be there for this person if this person ever needs me. And so I extended my arm and I left it as like whatever, they can ignore me and I would understand, they can hate me and I would understand. But they actually responded, and like I don't know if it was genuine or not, but I just it was important for me to let them know that if they ever need anything, they can turn to me. And the reason it was important is because I've been given so much grace by so many people close to me and like elders I respect, that I want to pay it forward. And I also am now realizing that is a trait I want to build and have, whatever that may mean for down the line. But that's so that wedding was also special. It was good to see family and it was good to reconnect and also, try to attempt to rebuild a little bit some of the burnt bridges. So that was August, and then even at the wedding, on the groom's side, so I'm obviously from the bride's side, but on the groom's side, I had the privilege of meeting someone so interesting, another elder, and his wife, and it was his wife, so they were both retired, and listening to them was so interesting. And another elder also came by to join us at the table. This was at the wedding. We just started talking, and they were just so respectful and calm and just welcoming to everyone that it's so hard not to be like not to feel safe and want to do that for other people. So, and one of the conversations got so interesting because one of the other elders, he had spent his entire youth in the States, and he's just like, he now much later in life he's getting into Hinduism and the Bhagavad Gita, and he hates that he became so whitewashed for most of his life. But when now that he's getting into it, he's understanding that there's so much science behind all of it. That was such an, and the response from the elders I was sitting with, they were just like, no, when you show up, there is the time you were meant to show up, and time is a man-made construct. It's not linear. Like, you go through these experiences, and where you go is where you're supposed to be, kind of thing. Everything is just fluid, right? There's no right or wrong time. And I asked him, because he was saying it's a podcast he actually listens to. I'm like, so is it a podcast that goes through the Bhagavad Gita? So he gave me the podcast, so I am going to be listening to that. It's actually someone breaking down the meaning behind it, and I am curious about it. I want to learn more about why we do the things that we do, and I think there is a science behind it. So excited for that, and again, I feel very privileged to have had that experience. And that was the wedding. Then we came back. I had to go back to work, so that happened. And then Leo season, so for Leo season I took a few days off, and then I went to stay with my fiance for a few days. We are a long distance couple. He lives in the States, so I went to the States for a few days, and I just needed to chill out, so that was nice. And he made me breakfast every morning, which was fantastic. And then again, this is, I feel like, the summer of like wisdom, like the privilege of like having wisdom around me. So my uncle's cousin lives where my fiance lives, and I had no idea. We learned that last year, and my fiance lives on the outskirts. Like, it's not a popping famous town. It's actually a town most people have not heard of. So he met these relatives, or I guess they're not blood relatives, I just call them my relatives, last year, and they're in their 80s, okay? And so I wanted to meet them this time. So I'm like, can we go? So I went. I got to meet them, And while we were talking to them, so my fiance also has a distant relative who lives in this random small town. And so we were saying, oh, like, his relative lives there, and crazy coincidence. I mean, I don't believe in coincidences, but crazy turn of events. My fiance's relatives and my relatives, I'm calling them relatives, actually are friends. They're friends, so they were friends even before my fiance and I met. So it's a crazy, crazy, crazy situation. But even talking to them was so inspiring. So, it was that uncle's 80th birthday just 2 days ago, actually. But they're in their like late 70s. He just turned 80. They're so active, so involved, so social, and just like so about the community again. And I know community is it can be such a messy thing, and I've had some scarring experiences that, like, with the wrong type of community, like with the wrong friendships in my early 20s, or like some terrible family members where I will never talk to them again. But having seen again kind of how active they are, they volunteer, even even though they're retired, and just asking them for some of their wisdom, again, it's just really humbling. And it shows me what life can. Am I talking with this hand quite a bit because I got a ring on it? I don't know. It just shows me that life can be such a unique fabric of the things you do and the people you can have the privilege of meeting and surrounding yourself with, versus like the circumstances that might be shitty, but also the circumstances that might be good. And it can be such an intricate woven fabric of just beauty, and that's what I'm trying to soak in. So it's the last weekend of August, and my intention is to journal tomorrow, but it was important for me to also sit down and just reflect on all of this, and kind of the gratitude that I have for the summer that I couldn't even imagine. Like, I feel so blessed and lucky, and I feel like this is genuinely what life is about, how connected you can be to people you respect, and how you can also show up for other people who might be finding their way. And there's, again, like that couple said, there's no linear time. It's just what we make of it, and where you are is where you show, like, where you're supposed to be. So many eventful, tangible things, but more than that, a lot of love and wisdom has imprinted itself onto me this summer, and I'm grateful. And obviously I'm reviving this channel for whomever wants to watch this. It might just be me watching my own videos, because I've been trying this for a few years, but I'm trying it a little bit differently. I'm trying it more openly, and I want to carry myself also more openly in my personal life. And I have been. I am usually a closed book. I'm very meticulous with what I share. Actually, no, I can be an open book about certain whatever. I just want to be genuinely more open. Like, I think, and that's what I've never been. I've never been genuinely open, and I just want to be genuinely open, and I want to stay curious about the world, and I want to keep my connections to these family members and these elders and these friends I meet along the way going, because that's what is important. So, great summer. I'm going to be inserting some pictures and maybe some clips, but this is my first summer vlog, and I have also a lot of videos and clips and vlogs that I need to compile from the last few months, so I will be throwing that out. I know it's not going to be chronological on my channel, but you know what? You're getting a heads up here. So this was a good conversation. A quick little easy outfit, because I'm going to be running some errands at the mall, so just wearing this flowy little dress that's like cool from Old Navy. Just gonna apply some sunscreen. Man, oh man, I was supposed to get up super early today, but I did not sleep till very late yesterday. Like, I think I went to bed at like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. But I watched a fantastic movie. It's called 3 Days Later, starring Russell Crowe and who else? Liam Neeson. I love a Liam Neeson movie. I don't care how badly they're rated. Even this movie, it was really badly rated, but it was actually insanely good. And there's this one line specifically in the movie where
Russell Crowe, honestly, he's in his element when he plays a professor. Like, he played a professor in A Beautiful Mind and in this movie as well, and that is him in his element. But they're kind of considering the philosophy of one of the quotations they're reading, and the quote, like, basically he's the derivative of the philosophy lesson is that rational thinking can ruin us. Or what is the point of rational thinking? Like, we do so much in our lives to organize and be rational. What are we in control of? And if we create our own reality, does that deem us insane? And if it does, is that worse than living a life of despair because of rationality? And then the whole storyline kind of plays out in a way where it challenges the rational thought. And then Liam Neeson, this is not really a spoiler, but he plays like a prisoner who got out, and he talks about how no prison system is really airtight because people are so used to their mundane tasks, they don't think twice that when something goes wrong, they're kind of like flabbergasted and scrambling. But excellent movie, kind of like, I think, again, I'm very much about challenging the status quo, and this movie does that. And I really love the quotation about the rational mind versus creating your own reality, because I'm very much a supporter of creating your own reality, no matter how stupid, silly, or crazy it might seem to other people, because you're the one living out your life, right? Excellent movie, highly recommend. But anyways, sunscreen is on. As always, I use the trusty La Roche-Posay. I'm gonna leave my hair out. This is my outfit. I love this mat. I went with my 2 high school close friends. My calendar, this is usually my workout socializing calendar. In August, I worked out once, which is okay because August is Leo season, so I knew I would be taking the month off. And I have this cute little Gryffindor common room magnet that I got from the UK. Okay, just got to the mall. I should probably turn the music down or off because I don't want copyright infringement. But basically just got here, and we're gonna do a little gallivanting around the mall. Honestly, Sunday at the mall is just a little bit too hectic, and hoping it's not too crowded, but I know it will be. We're gonna do some returns, and I also want to see what they have at Mango. And like I said, because it's Labor Day, I know there are a few sales going on, and I am on a low buy year, but this summer has been catching up to the low buy because of the sales, and also because I got my little digital camera, like my photography camera, so shit's been expensive, but I still just want to see. Another thing is Joe Fresh is right around like here, and I just want to shout out Joe Fresh because their stuff is good quality for a fraction of the cost, and they have some legit trendy things that fit well and look good. So if you're Canadian and you're kind of like just looking for basic pieces that look good, feel good, and don't cost too much money, Joe Fresh is definitely the way to go. But yeah, I should make ways because I'm just sitting in my car basically melting now. Okay. Okay, did more shopping than I intended to. I actually got 2 bra tops from Uniqlo. Finally tried it on in my size, and they are as good as they look. And I hate wearing a bra in the summertime. Honestly, who likes wearing a bra? And honestly, they're cute enough. I feel like I can get some pretty good wear out of it because I can wear with denim or even my just regular slacks. But okay, biggest disappointment, the winners had a beautiful Sandro top. I'm gonna insert a clip, and I had to walk away from it because it was 100% silk, and I don't wear silk just because of how the silkworms are killed to get the material. It's pretty cruel if you want to look into it, but that was the biggest disappointment because the top was so beautiful, colorful pattern, just like
my type, and it was on clearance for 80 bucks. Okay, so I'm sure that's gonna go to a better home. And then yeah, that sucked. I really wanted to buy that top. I was expecting it to be polyester, so I was very disappointed when I saw that it was 100% silk, but I'm sure someone else will enjoy the top. But I also want to quickly talk about this. Listen, Gap has always been that girl, even before it started getting the hype recently, but this bag, this tote bag from the Gap, okay, it comes with a little magnetic closure here as well. And this is the perfect tote if you're going to the mall and you're going to be shopping or returning things. It has a little structure at the bottom, so you can put a bunch of things in it. It has side pockets here, so I usually put my wallet in there. I don't like carrying a purse, so you can put a water bottle here. And it also has these tiny organization compartments in here like so. But yeah, highly recommend this Gap tote bag, and I love this colorway as well as pattern, so highly recommend. I got it on sale for I think like 22 or 23 bucks. But yeah, now I'm gonna be driving back home and resuming the rest of my Sunday. This is my first time vlogging like this in public, and I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me because this is a little bit, you know, it's exposure therapy as they call it.